In 3, 2, 1, welcome back to another episode of Bunch of Bananas. I'm yours, Kevin.
And I'm Eric.
And today we have Clouds in the building.
Hello.
Welcome to the studio. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Not too bad.
I'm chilling.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Honestly, no, thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
Firstly, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I am Clouds, also known as Clouds Jew on TikTok and Instagram, and I make corporate girly content. I'm a full-time management consultant, so I make content around that, around applications, careers, personal finance, a little bit of like dancing here and there, a bit of like random content, but yeah. And I know you guys personally as well, so really nice to be here.
We can talk about that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, because we never normally have a guest that we know personally.
Oh, yeah, you are the first.
So then
I'm actually
the first that we've known before, like interacting with through the podcast.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I'm
So
your
that'd
first
be
actual
fun.
friend on the podcast then.
Everyone else,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, I guess so.
You've come on as our friend already, whilst others we become friends with through the podcast.
Yeah. So we actually know each other. But yeah, nice to meet you guys. I'm Clouds.
It's going to be fun actually because then we can talk about other stuff as well.
Yeah, of course.
Whoa, what do you mean other stuff?
I don't
Personal
know.
stuff.
Personal stuff.
Personal stuff. I don't know about that.
So, Clouds, you're from Portugal.
I am, yeah.
How's it like growing up in Portugal?
It was it was very different. So for context, my parents are from China. They immigrated to Portugal before I was born. So I was born and raised in Portugal. It was really different because Portugal, unlike London, is really homogenous. So most people there are Caucasian.
Yeah.
And we do have a bit of diversity. There's a lot of people that come from Africa, from Brazil. We have a lot of Eastern Europeans as well. But for the most part, you don't get a lot of East Asians.
Yeah.
So in school, and I went to an international school where it was basically from like kindergarten up until year 13. So I was in one school for my entire life.
Wow.
Because you guys like switch schools, right?
Yeah.
For, like,
Primary school, secondary school.
No, I was in one school my entire life. And I was the only Asian kid in school.
Is
Oh,
it?
the Asian kid.
Yeah.
The entire time?
Well, until my sisters joined.
Until your sister did.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole family's there now.
Yeah. But now there's definitely more Asian people just because there's been an influx of Asian immigrants. But growing up, I was like the only Asian kid in school, which is funny because it also meant I was in basically every brochure, every like poster child of the school because obviously they're trying to
The diversity. They want to show
know,
diversity.
exactly.
That's crazy.
Encourage diversity. So as soon as you would walk into the school, there'd be like this massive
Clouds
frame, and it would be like my face in the middle with a bunch of other people's faces around it.
Yeah.
But that's good. When you do something like that, it's so obvious that they're using you for diversity promotion.
Yeah, I was really young. I think I was in year 2, and some like random man just came up to me in the playground. I was like, "You come with me," and he
Don't tell me you went with the man.
I went, but it was in school. Like we're
It's in school,
inside
it's not like-
Nah, man. Stranger danger. Come on now.
But how can he get into the school if he's like not someone that?
Hey, you never know, you know.
It's true.
That's
But
a bit.
then
You never know.
He did pick like a bunch of different children. Was like, come with me, and then we got taken to like a room where he took photographs of us, which sounds so shady.
That sounds
even
awful.
more
I
shady.
see. Yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
even
yeah.
more shady.
That sounds so shady, but it was for the school poster. Yeah. So I just had no idea what was going on until I was a bit older.
Yeah,
And then I was like,
okay.
oh, that's what happened. Yeah.
So since you was the only Asian kid in school, did you ever grow up around racism?
So I think in Portugal, the thing is, Portugal is a very welcoming country, very kind country. I think most people that have talked to me about traveling to Portugal have always given me really good feedback that like everyone's really warm. So there isn't a lot of overt racism.
Yeah.
People don't really like, oh, you chink on the street. Like they don't say that. But there's a lot of subconscious racism. Like people will definitely still make comments here and there. So in school, I think the most common thing is people would ask me, like once other Asian kids would join, people would ask me if they're my cousins, or if they're like, is that your sister? Is that your family member? Just because they're Chinese
Would
as well.
Would that just be more ignorance then?
Yeah, I definitely, I don't think it came from a malicious place.
Yeah. Just curious.
Just curious. And then I'd obviously still get the questions of like, do you guys eat dog at home? Do you guys eat cat at home? So stuff like that would definitely come up. But
Because that's like the stereotype that's been perpetuated.
yeah, and because I was the only kid in school, for a lot of these people, I was also the first Asian person they ever met. So they just obviously just didn't know at all. But the thing that I do get a lot in Portugal, like a lot, even to this day, and I don't know if I would consider this racism or not. I don't think it's racist, and I don't think it comes from a malicious intent. But everywhere I go, where I'm speaking Portuguese, because obviously I'm Portuguese, they will always be like, whoa, why is your Portuguese so good? Like,
Ah.
you're, oh my gosh,
Ooh.
like your Portuguese is so good. Like, how come you speak Portuguese so well? They always get surprised. And it's because there's just not that many Portuguese people who are born and bred. No, Chinese people who are born and bred in Portugal.
Yeah.
Whilst
yeah.
here in London, like if I go anywhere and speak English, people won't really bat an eye just because I
Yeah.
look Asian, right? They just think it's normal. But in Portugal, seeing someone Chinese speaking Portuguese is really rare. So even when I'm at the airport going through passport control, like I've given my passport to the man who like stamps it. He'll look at my passport and he sees there I'm Portuguese. And when he asks me questions and I answer, he'd still be like, wait, how come you speak Portuguese so well?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you literally have my passport in front of you. You can tell I'm Portuguese. But people get really surprised.
No, I'm like, I don't like. I agree with you. I don't
Yeah.
think that comes from anywhere malicious.
Yeah.
Because I've seen videos where like a black guy goes to China, and when he
Yeah.
speaks Chinese so fluently, shopkeepers and whatnot, they get very surprised.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What? How do you speak Chinese so?" They're like, "How do you speak it so well?" Blah blah. I think it's just you're shocked, you're surprised, and you're completely bewildered, right?
Yeah.
I'd be impressed myself.
Yeah. It's like us as well. Like how we get a lot of comments about our accents.
Yeah. How
It's
they
like,
don't expect.
How the
Yeah.
there's like
Yeah, people.
Chinese guys
but
that
we get more
spell it.
rude comments. We get
Yeah.
like people hitting up our comment section. They're like, "Oh, why are you trying to sound black?" Or "Why are you
Yeah.
stop putting on that roadman accent?" Or,
yeah.
or "Why don't you speak proper English?" And then obviously sometimes we just have to clap back at it, and we're just like,
We're
"Listen,
born and raised.
yeah, listen, like,
yeah.
listen, yeah, this is one of many London accents.
Yeah.
Like, you need to get that through your head."
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
say that, but I
yeah.
basically say, "Look,
No,
this
but
is one of
basically-
many London
Mhm.
accents."
No, for sure. But it's the same. It's very similar. It's like the shock factor of two things that you don't expect to be in like one person. Like the appearance and the voice or the accent don't match, right? So that's what happens when I'm in Portugal and I'm speaking fluently Portuguese. But apart from that, I never really got like extreme racism where people like push me or people like treat me badly because I'm Chinese.
That's
Like,
good then.
Yeah.
Time to hit up Portugal then.
Portugal's nice.
Yeah, we were
Portugal's
supposed to
nice.
go actually. I think we were supposed to go at some point.
Did
Yeah.
you guys not go when like that?
No,
whole-
they went. I didn't go.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
didn't
didn't go
go.
either.
They went. They visited my parents.
I know.
Oh
yeah.
wow! Like, without you,
Yeah, I wasn't
that
even
seems so
there.
odd.
Because my parents have a shop in Portugal, and they just all went and like went to see my parents. Yeah.
What type of shop?
So they have what? Like, do you guys know Spar? Like the supermarket.
yes.
Yeah.
They have a like Spar, the
So like a
supermarket chain.
Oh,
convenience store.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then they have like a kind of like I would describe it as a trinkets shop where they have jewelry, shoes, clothes, towels, souvenirs.
All right.
Kind of like
okay.
a real life Temu kind of thing. Like with a lot of random trinkets here and there.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've got one of those and then a convenience supermarket.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Is like in Spain how they call like these corner shops El Chino?
Yes.
Is anything similar like
yes,
that in Portugal?
absolutely. So in Portugal, they call them Loja dos Chineses, which
That is low.
translates to Chinese shop.
Okay.
Or like if you're like saying it really quick, you'll be like, I'm going to like eu vou ao chinês, which means like I'm going to the Chinese, which is like the Chinese shop, which is where you'd buy like you can go there and buy batteries, chargers, like random little things. Like it's very similar to Spain.
Yeah.
It's also because of people from my hometown in China. It's called Qintian. We all immigrated to either Spain, Italy, or Portugal.
Oh.
So if you know like someone from these three countries that is Chinese, they're either from Qintian, which is where I'm from, or Wenzhou, which is a neighboring city. And yeah, everyone from this hometown in China, if you go back, like when I go back, everyone is either in Spain, Portugal, or Italy.
Is
Oh,
it?
that's an
Yeah.
interesting fact.
70% of the city has immigrated outwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I never
So
knew
it's
that.
actually crazy because when you go back, it's super westernized because people immigrate and then they'll come back and bring back, like they'll open back coffee shops and open restaurants that are very westernized. So it's actually like a really random small town in China, but it's super westernized.
Do you meet a lot of people from Shenzhen?
Yes,
Did I
in
pronounce it right?
Qintian. Yeah.
Okay.
Good job. In Portugal, there's a lot. It's either like Qintian or like Wenzhou. There's a lot of them. And the community is mainly people from these two places. Yeah.
So how big is the like Southeast East Asian community now in Portugal?
It's mainly in Lisbon. So I'm from the Algarve, which is the south coast. And I'd say is pretty much non-existent where I'm
Non-existent.
from. Yeah. It's very little.
Is it countryside where you're from?
Yeah. I'll
Oh,
consider
right,
it the
okay.
countryside. It's very small. It's just
Yeah.
beach. It's kind of where English people just go there for beach and party. But then for like other seasons that are not the summer, it's really quiet. It's
Okay.
very countryside. But in Lisbon, there is somewhat of a community. There's this unofficial Chinatown as well that we
Unofficial
have.
Chinatown.
So it's not actually Chinatown, but it's where most Chinese people
Okay, fair
live.
enough.
so cool.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, it's kind of like New Malden's not really Koreatown, but it's like
But
an
it's
unofficial.
known as Koreatown.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So we
yeah,
have
yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think eventually, because obviously this is where a lot of Chinese people migrate to and build up shops and whatnot,
Yeah.
do you reckon eventually they might make it official Chinatown?
Potentially, because I think a lot of people now, like Portuguese people, would go there knowing that that's where you get good Chinese food, or that's where you get to get, like, if you want to get Chinese groceries, that's where you go. And when you go there, like, you just see like an influx of Chinese people.
Yeah.
So yeah, they might just make it a Chinatown, or maybe they have already. I don't know, but yeah, growing up, it wasn't known as Chinatown. Yeah.
So now, so obviously you grew up around, predominantly not that many Asian people.
Yeah.
What about your friendship groups now, like the people you're meeting? Would you say you're more Asian friends or non-Asian friends?
Yeah. So when I was in school back in Portugal, growing up, I only had white friends.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, only. And there,
You can relate.
Yeah, it's true though, because
Exactly.
that's all you have around you, right? I did have like a pretty international group. So even though they're all white, they're from different places in Europe. So I had Dutch friends, Belgian friends, a lot of Portuguese friends, obviously Spanish, French, whatever. But they're all white. So I was kind of whitewashed growing up. And then coming to London, it was literally like 180 straight away.
Switch up. That's what happened for me as
yeah,
well, man.
immediately. And it
In
was
uni.
Yeah, in uni,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
First year, I think the first week of uni, I went to the Freshers Fair,
Yeah.
and then I got recruited into Abacus somehow. Like they
Is
were like,
it?
Somehow.
have you heard of Abacus? Blah blah blah. I had never heard of the society before, but I went to like the icebreaker. And I swear this is like second, third week of uni. And immediately since then, I only hung out with Abacus people. So I
like
just,
Asian guys, yeah.
my whole friend group became Asian,
Yeah.
apart from my dance friends. I think my dance
okay,
friends
yeah.
are more diverse. But my core friend group is predominantly Asian.
Yeah.
East
Shout out to
Asian.
Abacus, innit?
Yeah, Abacus.
I mean, like, to be
That's
fair,
how we met, actually.
Yeah.
I would've-
Well,
yeah.
we would have met for Jade anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
Jade went Queen Mary.
Yeah.
To be fair, like when I was in school, I grew up in North London, right?
Mhm.
And when I was in school, like a lot of my friends were like South Asian. So a lot of my friends were South Asian. So I didn't really have Southeast Asian or East Asian friends growing up. I like maybe had like a couple or a few, but not that many. But then when I went to university, I met this guy, and then obviously that's when I started to get introduced to the East Asian,
Yeah.
Southeast Asian crowd.
Yeah.
Then he brought me to the clubbing events.
Yeah.
That's when my money started to dip.
Yeah, it's expensive. But
Right.
you started Kingston Abacus, didn't you?
Yeah, we
Well,
started.
we-
started.
we-
You guys.
started,
Okay,
yeah.
pioneers.
Include me in there, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
no, but
yeah.
that's awesome because Abacus is such a big thing. You
Yeah,
you guys
100%.
actually can say that like you started it at Kingston.
Is this still going on? I don't know.
It's still going on. All right. Okay, it might be an ego thing, right? But I'm gonna say it. I do think that when we started up, that's when it was at its peak, and it was having like
Fair.
Abacus at Kingston was its
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
And after that, I mean, mate, I don't know.
Why you shit on them, bro?
No,
Your
I don't know.
predecessors have not lived
You know
up to
what
your
I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
standards.
they didn't live up to the standard, but maybe they did well as well. But I don't think it's on the same energy level.
Yeah, no, back when we were in uni, it was so lit.
It was
Yeah,
so
yeah,
lit,
it was,
bro. It
Abacus
was
was
it's
so
so
lit.
different nowadays.
Yeah.
But I
It was like it
obviously
was such
do.
a good community we built
It
as well,
was.
because like obviously because we had even before we made our Abacus. We interacted with the different other university abacuses,
Yeah.
right? And we built like a strong community
Yeah.
and friendship with different people, including yourself. And some of our closest friends now are people from the abacus community,
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
which is
yeah.
quite it's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, like I just gravitated toward Asians because all my
Same.
friends were white back in the day.
Same.
So then when I came to London, I was like, wow, like I just understood you completely. I knew where you come from, like,
Yeah.
language as well. Like it was just
I mean, it's good to have people that you can relate to
Definitely,
without
yeah.
needing to over-explain yourself.
yeah.
Because they understand your culture, they
Yeah.
understand the same norms as you.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously other people who are from different cultures, like it's fine, they can learn, you can teach them, but you want this sort of like, relationship where you can, with people that they just know it.
Yeah.
exactly,
The click is there. They click, they know.
For sure. I think one thing that, like, a really good example of that is when I was growing up, I was obviously like really close to my friends, right? But I always felt a little bit self-conscious bringing them home. Just because, like, I don't know if like they would understand my parents. I don't know if like the whole like household culture is
You're
different.
stressing, like, are they going to take off their shoes or they need to
Exactly.
ask them?
Or like the food. I'm like, would they even like the food?
Yeah.
Are they going to complain about being
Yeah.
oily,
I was-
the MSG?
I was just very worried about all that stuff. But then once I met all my friends from London, I just like we obviously we lived together. I'd invite them over like to see my parents, and it just felt so natural.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
like it's the same way they grew up.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
And then
there's no
I feel
judgment.
like your parents would feel a bit more comfortable as
Yeah,
well. Like
yeah,
obviously
yeah.
not to say that my, for example, like if I bring friends around, obviously my dad's an easy talker.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
can talk to anyone. But I feel like if I bring Asian people around, Asian friends around, I feel like they're able to be themselves a bit more.
it's just easier.
They're more
So much easier.
yeah, they're right. They're more comfortable.
Yeah.
Like he's from North London. I'm from Blackpool. And when I first saw you, it was like we just immediately clicked.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how that
Literally
happened.
both different backgrounds.
He
as
walked
well.
straight up to me. I remember what happened. We were in the room, and then obviously everyone's still kind of just chatting and whatnot.
I don't remember.
I'm sitting on the table.
Was it at a course thing?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
obviously we did graphic design,
Yeah.
right? And I just remember like everyone's just kind of chatting to each other, right? And I was just sitting on the table. I don't know if he came in late or something, but his head just reared out of the
We're
through the
the,
door,
like only few Asian people.
and he
in
walked
that,
up to me,
in that course.
and then we just kind of vibed.
We were just like, hey, what's your name?
literally.
Was
It
it
was
like
me,
that?
you, Steven, and Craig.
Is that?
Us four. That's it.
I just remember like
Yeah.
he came to me. We started talking. No, you're wrong.
What?
This is what happened.
Is it not?
No, this is what happened. We were on the course, we were in the room, and everyone was mingling, they're chatting, right? And you came over to me and we started talking. Then obviously we became friends, and then you tried to introduce me to our friendship group now. He was like, like they live in a flat. Is that not how we met? You brought me over
don't know,
to
bro.
the
I
flat,
don't remember.
and then we started
My memory's
interacting
terrible.
in the kitchen. And that's when I
Is that
eventually
with,
met
like,
Sam
Steven
as
and
well.
that? Oh yeah.
Right?
I guess so. I think so.
And then eventually, I think we went on a meal. We went for a meal. It was just me, him, and two of our friends. I don't want to bring it up because
Yeah, it's funny.
it's funny, but I don't
Another
know.
time.
Yeah, it's another time. It's another time type of story. But let's just say this is back before he was emotionally and mentally mature.
Oh, okay.
He'd ask
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember him back then,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Sitting on a table with two of the friends we
God.
just met, and he asked a very personal and direct question.
Okay, I can imagine what Kevin would have asked.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I want to go back, like just backtrack a bit. I want to ask you about international school and just what was that like?
Oh, it was very different. So, the course, like the school itself, obviously is located in Portugal, but the entire curriculum is a British curriculum. So we do like Key Stage 2, Key Stage 3, blah, blah, blah. Like I did IGCSEs instead of doing the Portuguese examinations.
You say IGCSEs?
Yeah, so if it's outside of the UK, it's IGCSEs because it's international GCSEs.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
makes
and
sense,
then
makes
we
sense.
did A levels and AS levels as well. So like I was always educated in English, even though we're in a Portuguese, in school in
'Cause
Portugal.
English is the predominant language.
Yeah, exactly. But then it was really cool because you did have students from all over the world.
Yeah.
All over Europe. So not actually all over the world.
Not all over the world because
Yeah.
you're the only Asian kid.
Exactly. Yeah. All over Europe. But no, it was very different growing up in an international school just because everyone's speaking English. And then coming to London as well. People are always so confused about my accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got it from international school, but people are always like, are you North American? Are you Canadian? I don't sound British at all, but I also don't sound Portuguese. So yeah, it's an international school accent.
So did you ever feel like kind of insecure growing up as an Asian?
I think I felt like, why am I so different?
Yeah.
I don't remember feeling distinctively like insecure. Oh, actually, no, I did. I think I felt at points of like my teenagehood or like my preteen years, it was more like appearance wise. I felt like, oh, I just wish I looked more white. You know, I wish I had bigger eyes. I wish I had a taller nose.
Because to you, that's what normality
Exactly,
was.
and that was what the beauty standard said was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And I just always felt self-conscious, like, going to every party, going to every event, I'd be the only Asian person. So I would feel insecure with like guys speak to me. I'm wondering like, oh, I don't even know if they like Asian girls like that. I don't even know.
Just curious.
Did they just think of
Yeah.
you as Asian girl then?
I think not my
Or was
closest
it-
friends,
yeah.
but if I was to go somewhere and I'll meet new people, they would think of me as the Asian girl. Yeah.
Was like the beauty standard like perpetuated in international
You
school?
see
Like-
that? He just copied my word. I said it earlier. Now he just repeated it. You see how he did it? Sometimes he does that.
Perpetuate.
Yeah, perpetuated. What's wrong with that?
No, it's not that. It's just
Let me land.
you rarely use that word. You
Yeah,
rarely
it's fine.
use that word. But
I
I
don't know
used
what
it
else words.
earlier, and
Yeah.
suddenly on the podcast,
All
now
right.
you're using
All right,
it.
all right. I'm
Sorry, I just
learning,
felt like I
I'm
wanted to
learning.
point it out. I just wanted to point
Okay,
it out.
learning, bro.
vocabulary expanding. All right.
Yeah.
But the beauty standard in Europe or in Portugal is very Eurocentric. It's like standard white beauty was basically like the beauty standard. I think it's changing a little bit as it is all over the world.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah.
I've already stood by this, right? But it's always been interesting to me, like how on different sides of the world, the beauty standard is the other side.
Yeah.
Like obviously now in the West, right? The beauty standard for the West is to be as close to Asia as possible,
Yeah.
right? And then obviously in Asia, the beauty standard is to be as close to white culture as possible. To be,
Westernized.
light skin,
Yeah, pale. Yeah.
big eyes,
Yeah.
tall. What's something to do with the nose?
Yeah, like very tall,
Yeah.
narrow nose.
Yeah, obviously not us because we got big ass
We're
noses.
Asian, yeah.
Asia's just.
Speak for yourself, bro. I got a small ass nose.
I mean, our nostrils
I
are.
do have a nose.
Our
bro. I do have a
Nostrils are
nose.
kind of big. Our nostrils are kind of big. Yeah, I don't think it's very rare from what I've observed. I think it's very rare to find an Asian with a naturally sort of
Slim.
slim nose, right?
I don't know.
Am I bugging? That's what I've observed anyway. Not just. Alright, moving on.
Nose talk.
Moving on. I don't want to get too stuck on
Yeah.
that.
But no, yeah, it's different. Like I feel like in Portugal, one thing that was for sure like the beauty standard is tan. Like everyone wanted to be tan.
Is it?
Like it's such a thing in the summer. Like people are trying to get the most tan they could possibly get.
Okay.
They'd even like I would see girls and they would wear the same exact bikini all summer long just so that they could show the tan line at the end of the year or at the end of the season to see how pale they were before and how tan they are
Yeah,
now.
I just don't get. I don't get the.
They love
I don't
being
get
tan.
that though.
Being
What's-
tan?
yeah,
Are you attracted to like more pale girls or more tan girls?
I think pale.
Pale.
Is it?
I think pale.
No, like in Portugal, like tan is defo 100% like the beauty standard.
But even in Asia as well, right? I think like I've seen animes where
Yeah.
like you got girls in the anime.
Chinese girls wear
Trying
like,
to
they
be
bring the umbrella in it when
tan.
it comes sunny.
Really? I thought in
Yeah.
Asia, like everyone wants to be pale.
But that's why I'm bugging out. I don't know. Maybe anime's created a new.
Maybe
a new thing
yeah,
for me, innit?
a new thing.
Like,
yeah.
But that's anime. That's
The
just- I
animes
should
you
take-
watch it
I should
probably
not take that
are-
for
What
reference.
is you
Yeah.
watching?
Whoa. Wait, no. I watch a lot of.
No, I'm just saying like they're
I watch a lot
probably,
of
they're
anime.
probably like,
I watch a lot of anime.
for example, like
Attack
Attack on Titan is like based in like German.
Yeah, true. They're not even like properly.
Sorry,
Johnny-
say that again. Based on what?
German culture.
Oh, I think it said based in German. I was like, what? Do you mean Germany?
No.
Sorry.
Why you keep cussing me out for some reason? What's wrong with you?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What our relationship is.
Anyways.
If you say something stupid, I bring you back.
Yeah.
What's the international accent then? What's it like?
So apparently, an international accent is like more similar to a North American accent.
Okay, North
So
American accent.
America or Canada.
Mm.
But then
Is that what you're taught in school as well? So when it comes to English class,
that's
it's like,
the thing. No,
No.
My teachers were all British.
Oh.
My
so where does it
teachers-
come from?
I think it comes from like you're learning English.
Like in the playground, like all the kids are just
Yeah.
like amalgamation of
Yeah.
everything.
You're learning English from such like different sources and different people, and obviously you're speaking English in school, but you're going home and you're watching shows, and then all the
Yeah.
media is basically American media,
Mm.
right?
Ah, okay.
So
Yeah.
it then becomes like this hybrid weird thing. But it's really weird because I now say certain words in like a bit of an English accent.
That's fine. though. You've been here how long? You've been here for like a very long time.
Yeah,
now.
but I hate it because it's like a weird mix. I'd rather
Okay.
stick to one accent.
Can't
Yeah.
pick one. Just pick one.
It's weird, man. Like sometimes I'll say some things and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll just have like someone be like, do you want a slice of cake? And I'm like, yeah, I'll just have half of that.
The fuck?
Instead of like half of that.
Yeah.
I'll be like
That's
half.
the most random switch up as well. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
it's like
random.
your voice just broke.
Yeah, and that happens to me all the time. And my friends catch it as well. My friends are like, you just said that in a really British
yeah,
way.
Yeah.
I can't control it.
That's so,
Yeah.
that's so
Weird that
funny.
happens, isn't
It
it?
happens.
Well, you know what? 3 languages, right?
4.
Four?
Yeah.
This girl's just successful in
Wait,
everything.
4 what? 4?
So I speak Mandarin, Portuguese, and English fluently.
Yes.
Also speak French because
That's
I
it?
learned it in school.
Come on.
And like basic Spanish because
Wait.
it's so similar to Portuguese.
Wait, so you know 3 languages fluently and you're basically learning the 4th.
French and Spanish, and I know a bit Korean.
Well, we can't even get
Wait, is
past
it like
2.
GCSE French or like you actually know French?
I could go to Paris and have like I could get by.
swear.
That's crazy.
And then Spanish is probably better than French, to be fair.
Oh my gosh, I remember that video she did as well. You did a video where you was like, you were speaking and you just randomly switched up between your languages.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
sick.
Get ready with me in 4 languages.
That was sick. It was
That's
like,
crazy.
it was just so, as like, what's the ASMR? Nah. that's not right.
ASMR.
No,
you
no,
like-
no,
you
no.
like-
It was just,
Do you like Cloud's voice?
no, it was just, no.
Hello, Eric.
It was just, no. It's, what's the word? Like, it was
Seamless?
it was very seamless, but no, it had like a certain effect because you just
Oh.
naturally
Oh,
switched.
certain
between-
effects on you.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay, stop this. Let me finish what I'm saying
Both
before you guys
single, I
interrupt
didn't know
me.
this.
I'm just saying it was so seamless the way you switched between the languages that it was very pleasing to hear. It was pleasing to the ear. It was pleasing to the ear to
All
hear.
right. I'm not. You can say whatever you want, man.
Anyways, you're so,
Yeah.
bro, I lost my train of thought. But no, I think it's really amazing that you know for like 3 to 4 languages.
Yeah.
And 3 of those being fluent, because me and him barely know 2.
What made you move to England then?
Uni.
Just uni.
Just university. Because
Did you choose like America or like?
Yeah, so I only had 2 choices in my mind, which is UK or America, just because I feel like when it comes to like education, these 2 countries have the most famous universities and prestige, and I think career opportunities as well are predominantly bigger in these 2 countries. And UK just happened to be much closer. Also, I did A levels, which made it so much easier to apply to the UK. I couldn't really apply to the US without having SATs.
Oh, right.
So I just focused on UK universities. Yeah.
So is consultancy everything, like, was that the thing you wanted to get into straight away off the bat, or did you?
No, I didn't even know consulting was a thing until like 3rd year.
Okay.
But then I think so. I worked at an investment bank throughout 2nd year and 3rd year, and I was working in like back office, so operations.
Yeah.
And I got offered a job like in HR, and even though it was like corporate, like I felt like a big girl like doing the job. I just didn't think that it was for me in the long term.
Okay.
So I started like searching up other client-facing jobs that weren't investment banking, because I saw how bankers worked around the clock, and I didn't really want that, but I also wanted some of the client-facing opportunities and experience that they get. So I did a bit of research and found out about consulting, which is basically a job where you are working with clients, you're very much interacting like in a front office kind of role. And I heard that is like a better work-life balance than investment banking. And like from the bat, like I was like, all right, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for dealing with annoying clients?
Annoying clients.
Like clients that you disagree with, or they make certain demands that are just...
I think that because I am a consultant, so like pretty junior in the team, you'd have to rely on senior management to liaise with the client and to like manage the client. Like I, as a junior, I literally cannot like interact with the client at all. Like I do, but I can't like argue back with them.
Yeah.
So if they are being very like demanding or giving certain like expectations that are just not realistic, it's on me to then tell my managers about it and communicate that to my managers, and then they have to do the client management.
Oh, okay. So even with consulting, I guess that whole phrase about the customer's always right stands there as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So this is my next question. What would you say are the challenges you face as an Asian girl in corporate?
No, that's a really good question. So I think right off the bat, I feel like, and this applies to females in general, girls, you just have to be a bit more assertive for people to take you seriously.
Yeah.
But I think especially as an Asian girl, you have to even be more assertive, just because I think Asians have this stereotype of being very
Passive, right?
quiet, passive. People think that we look really young.
So they don't take you seriously because they think you're too immature.
Exactly. Or that you don't speak up enough.
Yeah.
So you have to basically just be a bit more vocal. And I've had like comments or heard, not to me personally, but heard to other like Asian friends and people saying like, oh, like you look so cute, or like you're so small, like because all
corporate, like,
because
like
we're also
a
like
kid.
shorter
why?
and
What
like
the hell?
so you just basically have to assert yourself. Also, like when I'm actually in the office in person, because I work from home a lot, but when I'm in the office in person with my colleagues, it's just like these tall white men that are like way taller than I am, and I'm like kind of get drowned. So you have to take up presence very intentionally, and if you don't, you will get like kind of lost in the background.
Yeah.
So wait, obviously, I guess working in consulting, you're in a quite a male-dominated industry. Would you have like any advice of like how to navigate that?
I think it is like, because consulting is such a client-facing job. I think being vocal and coming and showing up as just a very personable person goes a really, really long way. But at the same time, I think at a junior level, you equally have to focus on the quality of your work. So I know plenty of people who perhaps are more introverts, but because they deliver such great quality of work that they don't get overlooked. Like they are still very much noted as a good worker and a good consultant. So I think it is changing a little bit, where before it was very much like you have to be the loudest person in the room.
To be heard.
Exactly. But now I think there is a bit more balance, and I think the industry is trying to embrace all kinds of different skills and talents and ways of working. So if you perhaps are not the loudest person in the room, then you just have to make sure that the quality of your work speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Do
quite
you face the bamboo ceiling then?
Bamboo
Bamboo
ceiling. So yeah, bamboo ceiling essentially is like when you go up to certain levels and you feel like even though your progression is going up, there's a certain point in time where you feel like you can't go up anymore. Like
Yeah.
executive positions or C-suite positions are basically like out of your reach.
Why is it called bamboo ceiling?
I think it's because it's specifically to East Asians.
Yeah.
So just call
course.
it a bamboo
Of course, it
ceiling.
relates to Asians, so
Yeah,
they call it
they
bamboo.
call it
Yeah,
bamboo
bamboo.
ceiling.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I do think that from where I stand at the moment, when I look at consulting companies, when I look at their C-suite level, the board of directors, when I look at the partners, there are not a lot of East Asians.
Yeah.
Like I think I don't have that many East Asian directors or partners to look up to. So I definitely think that's a thing.
Wow.
And I have heard from different people talking about the topic that not only is it because like there is inequality in the workplace across multiple different demographics, but also Asians naturally, and this is just like an opinion that I've heard from people, not my personal opinion. Asians naturally are less likely to like say what they want. So they're a bit more like we're taught to be like, oh, just be grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
We're taught to be like, don't kick up a fuss.
That's what we've
Fall in
grown up
line.
with, though, innit?
Exactly,
It's
like-
culture, isn't it?
Yeah,
right?
it's culture, yeah.
So if you're given a number and given a salary, you're just like grateful for it rather than like, oh, actually, I want double of that.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, why am I not being put for promotion this year? Or why am I not being considered for this role? Asians are more likely to be grateful for what they have already, or just like
accept it.
accept, right? So that's one hypothesis as to why you don't see that many C-suite Asian directors,
Yeah.
because we're not as likely to push for those roles.
Yeah.
But it also is an external thing where maybe we're not being given those opportunities.
Adding on to what you said, this is the issue. This I'd say is the issue with obviously Asian people such as ourselves, because we don't speak up. It's created this whole environment where people think they can kind of just do whatever
Take
they want with
advantage,
us.
yeah.
Walk over us.
That's why Asian racism is so normalized, because we just kind of put up with it, we firm it, and we don't speak up, we don't fight back. So that's why people are just kind of like coming after us, thinking it's okay.
Yeah, I agree. I do think that racism against Asian people is way more normalized than just other races. And I think it to an extent it is because we're always taught to just firm it, right?
Yeah.
Just keep it in, just bite your tongue.
Yeah. Don't raise a ruckus.
cause
Don't bring
trouble.
attention to yourself.
Exactly.
Just get on with your day.
Yeah.
Which is jarring, really. It's really jarring.
Were you
But
guys taught that by your parents?
100%. Yeah.
I think I wasn't taught. To be fair, I wasn't taught it by my parents, but it's something I just observed, and I think I just took it in. Because my dad, for example, he was like, my dad's a bit different, isn't it? My dad's not exact. He doesn't conform to your typical what we just spoke about.
Yeah,
My dad
yeah.
was like, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. He said this to me. He was like, look, if everyone ever tries to start a fight with you, it doesn't matter how big they are, you have to fight back. No,
Really?
literally, my dad said like, he was like, if they're bigger than you, grab a stick, whack them.
Really?
No joke.
All right. Okay.
But until I heard that, for a long part of my life when I was younger, I was growing up for a bit, and I was like, I had the fear of upsetting my parents.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't fight. Like, if someone tried to start a fight with me, I wouldn't fight back because the fear of being told off, or disappointing my parents would get to me, or just being told off by anyone would get to me. So I left it until I heard that from my dad. When I heard that from my dad, then it switched up a bit. I was like, okay.
Do you know what though? I think that's a London thing.
Huh?
I think it's a London
What do
thing.
you mean it's a London thing?
Like growing up in London, I think you need to be ruthless sometimes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? So even my cousins that grew up in London,
Otherwise you get bullied.
They were like that.
Yeah.
So, but I grew up in the countryside. It was far from that.
Yeah.
But it was just like you just gotta fit in line. Like don't do anything outlandish. Just be normal. Like don't do anything stupid. So I think when you say that, it makes kind of sense.
Yeah, but like I've told you obviously in previous podcasts and just in general, right? When I was younger, like because obviously I was like usually one of the few Southeast Asian people in the school I was at. I would obviously the way I interacted with other people would be using, because obviously I wouldn't say I was insecure about being Asian, but obviously I knew Asians were the butt of the joke, right?
Yeah. You're conscious.
And
of
I
it,
would play to that.
Like
Obviously to me that was my
coping
defense
mechanism.
mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you-
exactly.
did you
my
ever do
coping
that?
mechanism.
Because I did.
I think at one point I was like, when people say things, I'd be like, oh no, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But it's not.
But it's not. But I would
Yeah.
be, I would 100% do that. But I don't think I would play into the becoming like the butt of the joke. But I would definitely play it off as if like it's fine. Like, oh yeah, other Asian people would care, but I don't care. Like it's fine. Yeah.
Growing up
Just
as an
accept
Asian
it,
woman
yeah.
as well in an international school, and you're the only Asian person,
Yeah.
I would assume it would be very difficult.
Yeah.
To call it an international school is quite wild because
Yeah.
it's not really
Yeah,
international.
do you know what I mean? That is crazy.
Yeah,
Being
it's
the
more
only
of a
Asian person is
European school.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a European school. It's not an
Yeah.
international.
sorry,
school.
sorry.
International better have more fucking Asians in it.
Yeah, it does now.
Okay,
but
cool,
growing
cool.
up, there's just not that many Chinese people in Portugal.
Was there anything interesting about like just international schools? Like, what makes them different to your typical public school that you find in other countries or in London?
So because international schools are typically private,
Yeah.
so like there is a stereotype like, oh, yo, if you go to like a private international school, they would think that we're more like stuck up or
Snobby.
poshy, snobby. Yeah. Also, because in Portugal, most schools, like all public schools, it's different from here in the UK, but public schools in Portugal, no one wears uniform.
Okay.
And only people who go to private school wear uniform.
Mm.
So if you're like walking around town after school and you're in uniform, people will be like, oh yeah, there's a posh kid
Oh, right,
or yeah,
right,
snobby kids. So those are like kind of stereotypes growing up. But in general, it's just like typical school. I guess the main difference is that you are with the same people for like 18 years of your
I would
life.
say
Yeah.
that is insane.
Yeah. So you're literally like, I was in the same class with the same people from year 1 to year
That's
13.
crazy.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
is big difference to the
Yeah.
schools you get in the UK.
Yeah.
Because obviously in the UK, you have primary school,
Yeah.
which you're obviously with these kids for a very long time as well. But then you get to secondary school and you meet, a new batch of kids.
Yeah.
You meet different people, right?
Yeah.
But being in the same, I don't know how I'd feel about being in the same school
My
with
entire
the
life.
same people.
Yeah.
That's like living in a small community.
Yeah, it is.
Basically.
It is. And also my class was small. So I graduated, right? And my class, when I graduated, was 14 people.
Yeah.
14 people.
Yeah. And that's my entire year.
Yeah.
That's like
Is
the
it?
whole of year 13 was 14 people.
So you have like,
Ooh.
would you say you have 14 great friends or?
No, that's the
Oh,
sad bit.
Oh, you
Crazy.
don't keep in touch with them.
I keep in touch with a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think that after uni, so many people stayed in Portugal
Mm.
that our life paths just diverged too much.
Yeah,
and like I
yeah.
obviously will still always look back at my school times in a lot of fondness. And it's not like we fell out. No one
Yeah.
fell out. We just naturally like stopped
Yeah.
talking.
That's crazy.
So, do you know what's crazy?
18 years
Yeah.
now.
I
Yeah.
know.
That's
It's so sad.
I think it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because 18 years with the same people, there must have been no privacy. Like,
Yeah.
you do one thing, I feel like everyone's gonna know.
Of
No,
course,
for
of
sure,
course, of
100%. Everyone.
There must
things
be
spread like
wild-
Wait,
wildfire.
so what about boyfriend girlfriends then, for example?
Yeah.
So I wasn't allowed to have boyfriend girlfriend.
Okay,
like, my
but
parents
how does
never
that-
let me.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought it was
yeah.
an Asian thing.
Yeah.
No, it is
Definitely.
Wait
Asian.
until you're 18.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and then it's like, where are your kids? Come on, when are you
Yeah,
getting
that's
married?
an interesting thing, right?
Yeah.
Like in Asian culture, obviously they don't want you dating until you're older. But then when you get older, they don't give you that much time to
No,
look.
there's no
But
time.
and then
There's no
they're
time.
rushing you like, oh, I want
Yeah.
grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like when
yeah.
you're gonna get, whoa, you didn't let me have a fucking
Yeah.
girlfriend, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like get a good job,
sure.
then get fucking married. or
For
like-
sure.
They have very unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
They
man.
do. But yeah, growing up with 13 people, like there's a lot of people dating each other. And,
Yeah.
But
That's
also to a
crazy.
certain extent, because you know these people so well, they're kind of like your brothers, right? So
Mm.
I even if I was allowed
I
to
don't
date
even
them,
know how to figure that. That's
I
a
wouldn't
bit-
even date them because like I know you since we were
Yes,
6
yeah.
or 5. So it's
But
yeah.
that's basically just like a massive friendship group, right? And
Yeah.
if people are dating about, you're dating your friend's ex quite a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Am I bugging?
No,
That's
you're
what it's
not
like,
bugging,
right?
bro.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
You're in a massive friendship
It's like
group.
being on an island with 14 of your people and that's
Yeah.
it.
That's like our friendship group. Everyone just dating within the group.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That'd be wild,
That's
yeah. It's
wild.
wild.
Hey,
It's
let's not put
wild.
that.
Yeah.
Our friendship group does not.
No,
they
no,
just-
I'm just
They
saying.
just happen to fall.
I'm just
into
saying
it
we have
now.
a big friendship group, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's just wild.
Imagine people dating within. Yeah.
yeah,
Very
it's
weird.
crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
Alright,
most
yeah.
people, to be fair, dated outside of the school.
Yeah.
Just because it would be weird. Like we know each other
of
so
course,
well.
Of course.
Ooh,
But, yeah.
That's the questions I want. This is completely unrelated.
All right, go.
Would you? All right. So would you date someone who was in a relationship with one of your friends?
Like my girls? No.
Yeah. I find. I
One
see,
of, one of my best friend's exes. No.
You said the opposite.
that-
When we were talking
What
to
did-
Ben, you said that.
you would date. You
No,
would date.
whoa, wait.
Oh no! He said no. So basically, he was saying I would let my best friend date my ex.
It depends though. I have to be over the ex.
Okay, yeah. No, if it's from my perspective, I could care less if my
yeah.
ex is now dating one of my friends.
Mm.
You couldn't care less.
No.
Depends
Okay,
if you're
wait,
over
wait,
them. You have to be
wait a
over
minute,
them.
wait
You
a
have to be
minute,
over
wait a
them.
minute, wait a minute.
Let her land, bro.
Sorry,
In
let her
terms
land.
of like, I wouldn't feel anything in terms of like jealousy or anything like that.
Okay, yeah,
but
yeah.
I would feel weird about my friend. Like, why would my friend want to put me in that situation where it'd be awkward? It's more about like feeling awkward than
Imagine
it
it's
is
just
about.
they've just gravitated towards each other. Imagine, like, I don't know, whilst you were together, they were just on a friendly level. You know, they kept it civil, but then you guys broke up, and somehow, you know, maybe they met at like a
that's
little
weird,
event.
Bro. Nah.
I think it depends on the ex, and it depends on how long it's been since I've broken up with this person. Say it's been like 5 years, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I would care.
Yeah.
Also, I think it depends on how close I am to this girl. If they're like my best friend, then I would feel a bit.
On you.
Like, let's say you're London judges, yeah. Imagine them dating your ex.
They would never.
But imagine, do you know what I mean?
They wouldn't.
They would never. They would never. I just know they would never, and I would also never. It's also because all of my girlfriends, right? All their boyfriends, I don't even see them as guys. I see them as
brothers.
Yeah.
You got a brother too. You got
brother-in-laws. I see them as brother-in-laws.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they see you as that? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But no, for me, it'll be like, this is how I see it. I think I'm quite similar to you in a certain sense of the way you think.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't date a girl that's been like in a relationship with one of my friends, especially if on the back of my head, I'm always thinking, like, damn, like, what are they thinking? I know how guys are, right?
It's weird.
Like, if I date a girl who's been with one of my friends or someone that I know like that, I'm just always gonna be like self-conscious about certain things.
Yeah, I agree.
But if I love her enough, like this, I have to, like, if I love her enough, then I guess I can move past it.
Yeah.
But if I were talking like, you know, on someone I'm just getting into dating, I don't know, and then I find out, you know, she was in a relationship with, I'll probably know this at the start, if she's in a relationship with my friend, I'm like, fuck, man, I know what this guy's thinking.
Okay, question: where's the line? What if it was like they went on 2 dates with your friend?
Oh, that's fine.
What if they were talking stage?
That's fine. I can get past that. That's minor.
My ex.
Yeah. No. As in okay, say you're single, right?
Yeah.
And you're talking to a girl who was on a talking stage with a friend.
Bro, what's so hard to understand about
that's
this?
fine.
That's minor.
Okay,
That's minor. That is minor.
So where's the line? Is it like
The line is when they've done physical stuff.
Oh. But I feel like at talking stage you're probably like
kissing is fine. When
Okay.
you know what I
Is
mean when
it?
I say physical stuff. What? I can get
Physically-
past that.
No,
I get past kissing.
the line is the physical stuff.
So what if they've done physical stuff but they were not official yet?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What if it was a one night stand? It was just one night stand. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think.
Give me a moment. I need to land here. Why are you laughing?
You never say that, bro. It's just so weird when you say it.
Really? Why?
It's so weird when you say it.
All right. Let me think about it. You think about it first as well.
I
Actually.
need to think about it as well.
Oh, it's a hard one, you know.
Like where's your line?
Where's
Like
the
at
line?
what point is it like not okay anymore?
All right. Is it shitty for me to say it depends on the friend?
No, that's fine.
Because all right, let me
Depends on the
explain.
friend.
Let me explain here, right? All right. This is how I
You
think.
have no
of it.
respect for your friends.
No, you have to understand where I'm coming
come
from
on
with this, right? I think I can justify this with my heart. Okay.
Okay.
Look, all right. So let's say I start talking to a girl, and I find out that, you know, if she was at a talking stage with my friend, there was no anything physical involved.
Yeah.
I can get past that. That's minor.
Okay.
Because you haven't had enough chance to build any form of relationship.
Okay.
There's no physical. There's no emotional connection. Yeah.
Sure.
I can get past that with ease. Now, if we start to introduce the physical aspect of it, if they were kissing or whatnot, like, I can get past that because, you know, kissing, I feel like I don't need to deep it like that.
Okay.
Now, if we get to the more serious aspects of the physical contact, then there's so much more things to consider, such as it depends who the friend is, how many times.
Okay, so we're giving you a scenario.
It's me, right? It's me.
It's Kevin.
you.
It's
me,
Kevin,
bro.
and it was a
different,
one
man.
night stand, one time only.
It was Kevin. It was
And
a
like,
one night stand.
he didn't talk to this girl after that one night stand. Would you still date this girl?
Yeah, would you still? I
got two-
think you would date the girl.
I've got two things to consider.
What do you
And
got
with
consider
Kevin,
now, bro?
wait. With Kevin, it's different, right? With Kevin, I know he's not the type of guy to be like, he doesn't have a toxic mentality. He's not gonna be like, yeah, Eric, like in his head, like, yeah, I did something with your girl. He's not gonna do that.
Okay.
So that's something I can get past.
Oh.
The other part is he's literally one of my closest friends, and I'll be like, fuck, I don't know how I feel about this.
Okay.
When I say it's about it depends who the friend is. I mean, it depends on their mentality. If it's a friend that doesn't have a toxic mentality, like Kevin, but it's not Kevin, it's a friend that doesn't have a toxic mentality, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, you know, I did a one night stand with your friend. Then I can get past it because I know this person. I know they're not going to think like that.
Yeah.
So I can move past it. However, I know my friends,
Some
and I know
of them are like,
certain friends, they
yeah,
got
I get
toxic
your girl,
mentality. Yeah.
yeah.
They're going to be talking within the friendship group, and I'm not there. Like, you know his girl. Yeah,
So you don't
I'll
think you
beat
can
her.
get past that?
I can't get past that.
Oh.
You know what?
because
When you say that,
It will be stuck on my head.
It'll be stuck
I will
in
be
your head.
insecure about it.
It would be.
I won't lie.
Imagine she's sitting right there, right now. I've slept with her, and then you're.
Do you know what I mean? If it's Kevin, I'll be real with Kevin. I can't get past it.
You can.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't be a dickhead
He's
about
not.
it.
Kevin's
I wouldn't
not.
be a dickhead
He
about
doesn't
it.
have a toxic mentality.
Yeah.
I know guys, and I know how guys think because obviously
Yeah.
I'm a guy. Kevin's not that guy.
Yeah.
He's not gonna have a toxic mentality.
It
about
does depend on
so
the
I can
friend,
get
I
past of
guess.
it.
Right.
But a shitty friend, they're gonna have a toxic. Like, yeah,
Be super disrespectful about it.
disrespectful
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna say it to you, but they're talking about within the group.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's fair to her or me.
Okay.
Where's your line then?
I think if they've become official, like it's like I'm not even gonna go there. Not even
Yeah.
gonna like entertain
Yeah.
anything. If they've gone on if they have a situation. Oh, okay. If they've gone on like
situationships though.
weird, right?
Yeah, nah.
Sorry, finish.
I think if they gone on 1 or 2 dates, I don't care.
Yeah. How about sexual interaction, like sexual stuff?
It would be in the back of my mind as well.
yeah,
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
You can't. Anyone that's. Do you know what it is? Sometimes I find it very hard to like believe people when they said, "Oh, that doesn't matter."
Yeah.
It does matter.
Yeah, but if it's like the perfect guy, I think I ultimately could look over it, but in the beginning it would be a bit weird.
Yeah, no. Like I do have a certain mentality when it comes to dating certain people, right? And obviously I have a certain thoughts at the forefront. But at the end of the day, if I like the person enough, if I love them enough, or that emotional connection has been built, I think I can get past it. Like I say, obviously I've said certain things to you, right? And I've just told you certain things. But at the end of the day, if I built a certain connection with them and I like them to that degree, then I can get past it.
Yeah.
So obviously this is just the baseline, but I can get past it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Now my next question.
Okay.
All right, this one. How should I word this one? Shit.
He's dropping a bomb.
Wait.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh shit. I don't know. It's to do with emotional and physical. Which one's more important? Or all right, okay. You know what? Fuck, I'll just word it like that. I think there's a better way to word it. What's more important in a relationship? You can't say both, by the way.
Okay.
The physical or the emotional?
You asking me or you asking?
Hey,
Clouds?
it's open for
Do
grabs,
you
man.
want to answer first?
For me, it's emotional.
Cool.
100%.
Yeah, for me it's emotional.
Cool. It just speaks a lot good. I'm joking.
Is that what you mean?
I'm joking.
So for you, physical. Is it for
I'm
you?
just joking. I'm joking.
Is it for you physical then?
Huh? Nah, emotional.
Yeah.
So you're not good then either then.
I guess so.
None of us are good. We're all picking emotional.
Nah, do you know what it is? I feel like both,
Emotional's way
obviously,
more
like I
important,
said,
bro.
we can't say both, but obviously both are, they're both important. But obviously, I feel like having that emotional connection with someone, being able to banter with them,
Yeah,
joke
exactly.
around with them, vibe with them, cuss them out, and
So
have that
important.
same energy is just so much more important.
What a dumb question, bro.
Yeah.
Than excuse me, no, it's not dumb. It depends on the people.
Some people would actually pick.
Seriously,
Yeah.
physical.
I guess we're just wholesome.
But also, like, if you think about marriage, right? In the long term, you don't really care if this person's looking attractive
bro,
or
it's
not.
gonna.
You don't.
Yeah, you want them to be able to have an emotional connection with you.
In
Yeah.
marriage, the physical part is gonna fall off anyway.
You
Yeah,
married them
yeah,
for the person
honestly,
they are, not
yeah.
It's
what
gonna be
they look
less.
like.
Gonna do
Yeah.
that once a month.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
twice.
The physical is like so
What do you say,
short
bro?
term.
I said, look,
Once or twice of what?
nah,
In a month?
No, huh?
What?
Anyways, moving on. What I'm saying is that obviously, like you said, like the emotional is more important because in the short term and the long term, it's important regardless.
Yeah.
The
You need
physical,
it,
do you know what I mean? Like, as important as it is, I feel we're gonna get grilled in the comment section, but I feel like obviously as important as the physical is very important to relationships. Let's be real. It's just for us, I guess, it's emotional because
It's so important.
I guess also because we're Asian.
Yeah.
It
I
could
mean,
be
I
because
don't know
of
if it's an
that.
Asian thing. Is it an
Imagine,
Asian
I don't know,
No, I don't think it's Asian.
Is
thing.
it up?
Does it ever affect you when it comes to going into relationships? Cause that you're Asian. Because
so
obviously you know how Asian women they're like
Yes.
stereotyped and
if I'm dating a non-Asian person, I will do. This might be a bit toxic, but I will do a bit of a background check to see if their exes are Asian too.
Oh, yes, that's fair.
No, that's
Yeah,
fair. You don't,
right?
want,
No,
that's
you don't
fair,
want to date
man.
a guy that has an Asian fetish.
Of course not.
Yeah, so I'll that will be on the back of my mind.
Yeah.
And if I do find out that their ex is Asian, I will be like, oh my god, did this person have yellow fever? That's something.
even if
that,
it's just one out. Let's say you had 4 past relationships, 1 out of 4.
Nah, that's fine.
that's fine.
That's fine,
But
right?
if it's like the most recent one, it might
Oh,
might
recent one's
be
a bit
like
mad.
a
Yeah.
Maybe a
lingering
phase, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do think, and also the other thing is like, if I'm again like seeing someone who's non-Asian, I will think, oh, are they with me because like do they like me because I'm
Of you or is it 'cause I'm
Asian,
Asian?
or because it's me. But with that being said, I mostly date Asian guys anyway.
Yeah, but you're Asian.
Yeah, so it's fine. That's what I'm
But,
saying.
like-
Like I don't have those problems.
I don't think what you said is toxic in any way because obviously nowadays, right, with the popularity of Asian culture, you do have guys out there who seek an Asian girl
Yeah.
or an Asian guy because of the
K-pop,
popularity of
yeah.
K-pop, K-dramas, and Asian dramas and
Yeah.
whatnot. So it's not toxic to obviously, to be wary of this.
Yeah.
Because obviously at the end of the day, when you go into a relationship, you're looking for someone that likes you for you, not someone that likes you because of your fucking skin shade.
Right. Exactly.
Why are you laughing?
No, you're right.
It's true.
It's
yeah.
true, it's true.
Yeah, so no, it's not. It's
No,
not
you
toxic.
just sounded bare vexed. Was like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? I
No,
felt
no.
that one. I felt that one.
No, it's just.
Have you had experiences where you feel like they've gone for you because you're Asian?
We said this on the podcast before. We wouldn't even know.
We wouldn't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'll
Like, we're
admittingly,
oblivious to that.
yeah, I'm stupid. Like, no.
But you just do a background check, right, on their exes.
But we're not like you, bro. We're
No, but
guys.
like, if so, for example, yeah, if someone said to you, like, when you're on a date with a white guy, what's your favorite anime, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
already.
the ick, isn't it?
Wait,
Yeah.
He would be like, what's your favorite? Oh my God, I love this and this and this and this. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You would be like that.
guys,
Yeah.
You would be like that.
Fuck, that's true. But you know what? I've never encountered the issue just because
You don't know
predominantly
why.
my type is Asian anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Like I'm the same as you. Like it's people might sound closed-minded, but I prefer to date within the culture just because, like I said before, we're already aware of each other's culture because
Easier.
we're all from the same
Yeah.
culture. That doesn't mean I can't appreciate people outside of the culture. And obviously, if I like them enough and we have that connection, then cool, I'll go for it.
Yeah.
But ideally, my typical go-to is I date within the culture because we got the same, we have the same understanding of how things work. And obviously, it's going to be easier for you to kind of interact with my family.
Yeah,
And it just makes everything so much more easy.
Yeah.
I don't have to
yeah.
teach you the
Exactly.
culture because you know it.
Yeah.
You will take your shoes off when you come into the house. You'll greet my parent. Well, you fucking better do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the
That
day,
box of oranges and
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly. Bring the fruit.
Yeah.
what is all right, cool. This is my next question. To me, this is very important, by the way, but I think naturally it should be. It's very, very important for you. Obviously, I think this is within Asian culture in general, right? For the person I date to treat my family with respect.
Yes. Same.
Obviously, if my family's being a dickhead to you, then that's different, isn't it? No. Scrap that. That's wrong. No. It's important for whoever I date to treat my family with respect, but equally my family needs to treat them with respect. And
Is
if
it how involved is your parents with your relationships then?
Ooh, that's a good
Or
one.
are they?
No, not at all.
Not all.
Not all.
I
So
tell
do
my
they care then?
they care, but I personally take my relationships very seriously as well. So if I'm introducing someone to my parents, it's because I see a future with them.
Mm.
And before that, I don't tell my parents.
Okay,
You
so
don't tell your parents, but even before that, not
Nope.
even okay.
Nope.
So
So
when does it become serious?
fucking stole my question.
Sorry, go ahead. You
Nah,
can
it's fine. You've asked it.
I think if I see like marriage.
if you see marriage.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
even if it, after like a month, I'm like, this guy
No,
is like.
no. I there's also time thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
time thing
So what's
involved
the
as well.
typical time thing?
I think, given like my history, it's been like around like a year where before I tell my parents. I'll wait like at least a year,
I think
which is
years
quite,
a good amount.
yeah. I mean, for me it's normal, but a lot of people think like a year, that's so long. But I would probably wait a year.
Do you care if your significant other's parents like you or not then?
I would rather them like me than not. Yeah.
Then rather than like
Fucking
you.
stupid
Yeah.
question was
No,
that?
I do care.
No,
yeah.
because if you like the guy, but then the parents don't like you,
Ooh,
then what do you do?
that's a good point.
No, I think I care,
Yeah.
but I think I can tolerate that more than my parents not liking my significant other.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
then he might feel the exact same way.
Yeah. Because
Imagine.
yeah, no, because for me it's like my parents are more important, right?
Yeah.
So like I want my parents to like
What?
you.
Your parents are more important.
Yeah, I mean I'm saying
No, I'm joking.
From my
but-
No, of course, as
They
they,
are,
as they
yeah,
should
yeah.
be, as they
Yeah,
should
yeah.
be.
so I want my parents to like you, and if they don't like you, that to me is such a big deal. Versus if your parents don't like me, then sure it sucks, but I can deal with it.
Because Asian guys, yeah, I can't lie, they're mummy's boys, isn't it?
Right?
Yeah.
So like, if their mom says, "I don't like this girl," even if you've been in like a 3-4
Nothing.
year relationship, bruv, you better watch out. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Bro, yeah, like they got a sixth sense in it.
No, but like, no, even like if even if you love the girl, yeah, your mom says, "Oh, I don't like her," the guy would probably would just dump her.
Because they're mommy's boys.
Yeah, they're mummy boys. Asian
Yeah,
boys are
I
mummy
gravitate
boys.
more towards my mum than
How
my dad.
pathetic is that, by the way? They're not even a
Question.
man.
Oh,
Question
shit, I
for
know
you
someone
guys.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys had to rank, this is in the future, right?
Wait.
Your mom, your wife, and your future daughter.
Fucking hell, this question.
Oh.
How are you ranking them?
My mum's gonna kill me. She watches our shit.
My
Yeah, that's
mum,
what-
my wife, and my daughter.
Yes, those 3 women in your life. How would you rank them?
Oh, okay. You go, do you go? I've already got it.
No, my mum watches.
Huh?
I mean, why can't you just say so?
So it's not your mom first?
No, it's not that. I haven't thought about it yet. I haven't
Okay.
thought about it. You go first.
For
you
me,
go first.
number one has to be my mum.
Okay.
Has to be my mum.
Okay.
Then
I'm telling Sam.
shit, man.
Sam watches too, doesn't she?
Fuck. All right, a second has to be my daughter.
Sam's third.
Huh?
Sam's third.
I think Sam would understand why my daughter would be second.
Okay, but why is your mom above your daughter?
This is a question.
See,
This
that's
one's
why, yeah.
difficult.
That's why, yeah.
This is difficult.
Guys, Asian guys are mommy's boys. I'll tell you. Wow, let me
He's
be
talking about
evaluated.
himself.
I think so. No, can't
In the future, it's hard.
That's bad, isn't it?
At the end of the nah, you know what?
Would you?
Shit.
You obviously look after your daughter, or like.
Shit, man. I feel like if I answer this question and my girlfriend's not in the top 2, right?
I'm trying to think.
I don't
Yeah,
think I'll get a
I'm trying to think.
girlfriend.
There's an earthquake happening right now. Yeah, where'd I go? What'd I do first? Who did I say first?
Oh, don't do that. That's like that old question I used to get from friends. Like,
That's how I'm trying to-
would you
that's
save
how
your
I'm
mum or your dad?
But that's how I'm thinking about it.
Actually, I know exactly who I'd
Which is
save.
why I said daughter first. Like, sorry, before mum.
I know exactly who I'd save if I got the question of mum and dad, but I'll get
I
to
think
that.
it'd be daughter, then mum, then Sam. No, yeah, no, yeah, no. That's bad, isn't it?
That's bad. Wait,
Shit, I'm gonna have to cancel this whole
Wait.
fucking segment. I can't lie to you. This
Wait,
is difficult, bro.
wait.
I asked you guys a spicy question.
Mum, daughter, and girlfriend. Mum, daughter, and girlfriend. Mum, this is future, but I don't
He's
have.
spiraling.
No,
No, 'cause I don't
he's got
have a-
OCD as well.
Yeah, I know. Well, I
I'm
mean,
trying to figure out who
the only
I'm
one in my
gonna say
life right
first.
now is my mum. I have to say mum first. I don't have either the other two.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, but this is you in the future, right?
In the future, it's hard to say. Do you know what it is with me?
No, this question is brazy,
With me, I can't. It's really hard to decide unless I'm in that situation,
Okay.
and that might just be my excuse to get out of the question. But
All right.
let me see.
So for now, you put mom first.
For now, it'd
Your
be
mum is the
mum
most
first.
important woman in
For
your
now,
life.
it'd be mum first because the other two are non-existent. Then
It's
second,
in the future, bro. You can't do that. That's
Second-
not fair. No, you're copying out the answer, bro.
Scapegoat, yeah.
wait.
No, that's cop out, bro.
No. For now, let me finish. For now, it'd be mum. Second would be my daughter because my girlfriend, like you said, my girlfriend would understand. I hope.
yeah, they would.
You know.
Though, I would
And then-
assume.
No, wait, actually,
How would you rank it then? Or is guys like? I can't really do. Can you?
Yeah, it's hard.
Mom.
Yeah, it's a hard.
my mum would grill me if I do it. No, my daughter. Okay, take it back. Well, let's backtrack. I think my daughter should be first. I think, yeah, my daughter will be first because my mum and my wife at the time.
No, you're thinking about age right now. I bet you.
Huh?
You're
No.
thinking about who's dying first. You're thinking about how.
No,
I got to
wait,
carry on. I got to carry on the name. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, let me finish.
That's what you're thinking
Let me
about.
finish.
Legacy.
Yeah.
My daughter will be first because, like I said, my mum and my girlfriend should understand. So my mum and my wife should understand. You know, she's just been born, like you said, got a long life ahead of her. She got a
I
lot
know
of
what you're
years left.
thinking, bro. You're such
You know,
a
they've
guy.
lived some part of their life.
Okay.
I think my daughter deserves to live now. I think they'll both understand that. And plus, this is my mum's granddaughter. I think it's my wife's kid. Of course, they're gonna agree with that.
Okay.
And they will understand. Second,
Your
it's gonna.
your girlfriend. Your wife.
Second is gonna be my. It's gonna have. No, my mum will grill me, bro. I think second, my mum would want me to save my girlfriend,
Okay.
and then
Because your mom will say, "Oh, I'm dying anyway."
yeah,
That's such an Asian
my
mum
mum is,
response,
she's a wholesome person. She's gonna have this. She will want me to put her third, because if I don't put her third and put her high, I think she'll grill me.
You're a cop out, bro.
That's a cop out.
That's a cop out.
That's a
answer.
cop out. Yeah, that's a cop out.
That's such a cop out answer.
What's your answer then?
I told you, man.
Give me a final answer.
But it proves Asian boys are mummy boys.
Asian boys are.
Give me a final answer
That
right
actually
now.
proves it.
Yeah.
How
Give me a
crazy is
final
that?
answer right now.
Huh?
No cop out. Don't be like me. Don't be a cop out. Give me a final answer right now.
I told you, I'm thinking of it as if I was to say like who I'm gonna say first in an earthquake or whatever the fuck, tsunami, I'm picking daughter, mum, wife.
Started a bit. I want you to say a bit more confidently.
I'll make it not stutter when I edit the video, bro. Don't worry
Okay,
about
fair. What about
it. You
you?
know what I mean?
Me? Oh my god. I think
If you answer, you.
so. It's my husband, my son, and my dad.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'd pick my son first,
Fair enough.
and then my husband, and then my dad. I love my dad to bits. Like I love him.
You better
so
not cop
much.
out at me.
But
Is it?
he would want me to pick.
You just
rather-
copied me. What
Exactly,
the fuck?
what
What
the
the hell
hell?
was that? That was a cop out.
No, but okay. No,
My
but
dad's only got a
genuinely,
few,
genuinely, I feel like the love always kind of gets. I think love moves forward, right? So like with like generations as well, it always moves forward. So yeah, son would be first.
Mm.
Oh, actually no, maybe it's son, dad, husband. I don't know, but son would be first.
It's a hard question.
It is.
Now the next question. back to similar to what you asked. If you had
No,
to,
but I think a husband would be like, take them.
Yeah. Husband. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
Do you know what I
Husband
mean?
is
you
last.
know what? If your husband doesn't say save them, fuck him.
Right.
But wife, yeah, different story.
Wife's a
bro.
different story.
Wife's
He
a different
doesn't
story.
save her, you're
What the
fucked.
fuck am I not there,
It's true,
man?
it's true. My husband can be last.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll
Yeah,
be
your
son.
know what I
husband
mean?
can be last because he wants you to
Son,
save.
my dad, and
Stereotypes,
husband.
isn't it?
Your dad, your husband's like, save your dad.
Yeah.
And then he's back and like, it's good that I'm saying now he's gonna
Yeah.
accept me.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if I didn't choose my wife, she'd be like, I'm gonna haunt you for the rest of your
Yeah,
life.
she's
Yeah,
like,
it's different.
fuck
It's different
you.
dynamic.
Yeah, it's
You
different.
didn't love me enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this is back to obviously it's a similar question. No cop out answers. Okay. If
You
you
don't
had
want to give out the cop out answer, bro.
Yeah,
anyway, no
that's
cop
true.
out answers. If these two people were hanging from the tallest ceiling,
No, you're gonna ask mom or dad? No, I'm not answering that.
that's why I'm asking it. If you had to choose, who would you save if both of these people were gonna fall?
I'm
And you
literally
only
not-
save one. It's your
can't
mum
answer.
or your dad.
No, I can't answer.
Yeah, I can't answer. I would kill myself.
The fuck? They're all three of you die.
Yeah, we're
No,
all
this is
dying
so
No,
bro.
together.
fuck no.
No,
All
I
right, I
can't
want to tell you,
pick. Oh, what are you picking?
my mum.
Yeah, mommy's boy. I told you, we're mommy's
Yeah.
boys.
And but then it's gonna say it's a cop out answer. But I know this is because I've thought about this before.
Yeah, dad would say that.
My dad
would
will say, "Save your mum."
Dad would say that.
So would my dad. My dad would say save your mom.
Yeah.
I don't think my dad could live.
My dad couldn't live with me
Yeah,
saving
yeah,
him and not
exactly.
my mum.
Agree.
Yeah.
Actually, I agree. I don't think my dad could.
My
live
dad's
them.
mentality is
Yeah.
like that. My dad is quite like a man's man. If I don't save my mum, and I saved him, I think I would want to die
Yeah.
because he will be grilling me for the rest of my life.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I
honestly.
don't think we'd be talking
And
anymore.
he'll be in so much grief as well.
Yeah, like exactly. If I saved my dad, I pulled him up from this, and my mum, God forbid, my mum fell. My dad will genuinely. I think he would be pissed off at me.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
we'd be on talking stages. I wouldn't be able to look him in the eye, and he wouldn't be able to look me in the eye.
Agree. Yeah.
And then, do you know what I mean? If I saved my mum, it would be what my dad wanted.
Yeah.
Also shows that I'm a mama's boy, but I feel like this is just the general answer to go for.
Yeah. I agree with that.
It just shows how much like mums and dads are like, right?
Mm-hmm.
My next question: could you date your best friend?
Ask me another question.
That's a great question.
It's a great question.
Ask me
It's a
another
great question.
It's a great
Ask me
question.
another
No, that's a
Great question. It's a great question.
No, ask me another question.
My girlfriend is my best friend, so
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
So, because this is the way I see it, right? People, wait. This is the way I see it, right? People,
no, that's crazy. I love that. I love that, Eric. That was amazing.
it's just the thing is, right? People have this whole mentality about friend zone, right? And I have a completely different opinion about it. People are like, "Oh, once you're friend zone, you can't get out of it." I don't think that. I think the best relationships form from a friendship. I think
a friend zone.
I think the friend zone is there simply as a stage to get past. That's the way I see it.
Okay.
I think the only people that believe you're friend zoned is, the people that can't get out of the friend zone, isn't it? I think the friend zone is as a
really?
stage. It's the stage in which you need to kind of overcome.
I think a lot of girls actually see it differently. Instead of it being like your friend and then you evolve into a lover, it's more like in your brain there's two categories. There's friends and then there's people I'll date.
I think that's woman's
Yes.
mentality.
Yes.
As a guy, I think they're just dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Even like your closest friends.
Hey,
I think.
hey, stop. Stop. Because I know.
Bruv, you
I know
already
where
know
you're-
what I'm gonna say.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah,
and I saw
exactly.
you look at me.
No, but
Don't
I
do
think
that.
guys in general, they think.
Guys are
Even
dogs,
with
though.
like close friends, you think, oh, like you wouldn't think of them as just friends.
See, they would say that, but they would think otherwise.
Yeah.
Nah.
Guys are dogs.
Really?
Guys are dogs.
But anyway, I'm gonna stand by what I said. No.
I have heard this thing that apparently, and I think it's just like something I've heard online, that guys are only like close friends with girls who they think are like
Potentials.
attractive. Like they wouldn't even be friends with girls who they don't think are attractive. Is that true?
No.
Not like attractive isn't like I think
Physical attraction or
as in,
what
like people
attraction?
who they would see as potential to date.
I got
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that like a study or is that? what
No,
you-
no. I just heard people
I
say
thought that was a
okay.
girls thing.
that girls aren't friends with guys they think aren't attractive.
I feel like
No, but if you know, for example, yeah, if let's say you guys are friends, right? And the guy is like, and you guys are friend zoned. If the guy,
I don't like the term
asked
friend
the-
zone.
Huh?
I don't like the friend term.
If the guy asked the girl like to go on a date, and she said no, he would dip.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't stay there, right? That's what I'm saying. Guys are dogs. But if a girl asked a guy, in the friend zone, stage, whatever, he will stay. I think he'll stay being friends with you.
You've waffled that so
And it's
hard.
because they're trying to play the long game, or is it because they're chill like that?
I think a girl can be chill, a guy can't be. A guy will just dip and move on for the next one.
Wait, I'm thinking again. Okay. I think I agree with you. I think I feel like okay. I think a lot of guys nowadays, they are friends with girls that they at least see it remotely attractive in some type of way. And I think if you were to ask them this particular question I'm thinking of, if you ask them, if, for example, this girl came to you and asked you to do something, would they say yes? They'll most likely say yes. Does that make sense?
Do something like...
All right, let me ask you a question.
Do you mean go on a date?
Let me ask you a question.
Something.
Let me put you in a scenario. Okay. Let me ask you genuinely what you think. If you went to a lot of the guys that are your friends and this one's a bit thingy. I don't know if I should ask
See,
it.
I'm waffling. You don't know what the fuck.
No, because I don't know if I should ask this one.
Sensitive.
It's fine.
It's
You can cut it
sensitive
anyway.
comment.
Just hypothetical.
It's a hypothetical, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. I don't know how to word it without it sounding. It sounds weird, isn't it? All right. Basically, I'll ask it. We can, whether you decide to delete that or whatnot is up to you. In your opinion, if you went up to some of the guy friends that you have and asked them to do something sexually, do you think they'd say yes?
No.
You think so?
Yeah, no.
What's the question? Sorry, I burped.
If
I said to Cloud, right? If you went to your guy friends, right, and asked them to do something sexually,
Friends with benefits.
no, my friends, my actual friends.
how the fuck did you get to that? I just said, look, if
I ask my current guy friends
Yeah.
to do something sexually with me right now, which is weird, would they say yes? I think they would say no.
You think?
Do you guys think they would all say yes?
I would say no. He would say yes.
Whoa, depends who.
Huh?
Depends who.
Don't try, bro.
Depends who.
To
Depends
every
who.
friend, every female friend.
Depends who. Don't do that.
Depends who is
Don't
also
do that.
crazy.
Most guys
Also-
will say yes. Most guys
To
will say
all,
yes.
all
Hey,
their
wait,
female
wait.
friends.
I
All
wanna-
their female friends is a bit bad though.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Wait, I want to remove that because I don't like the way you
Okay,
did that.
okay,
I
that's
don't way
fine,
you
that's fine,
perpetuate
that's
that.
fine, that's
But look, this is what I've understood, right?
That's
This is
fair,
where
that's fair.
we can go back to the podcast now. But my understanding, right, is a lot of guys that have girlfriends, like you said, I agree with you. The friends that if they find the girl attractive, if the girl came to them with that question and said, look, I'm feeling a certain way, let's do something, I think they would say yes.
That's crazy.
It's true.
I wouldn't know.
That's
You're
crazy.
different.
I wouldn't do that to my friends.
Huh?
I won't do that with my friends.
Yeah,
This is weird though, isn't
you're
it?
different.
It's a weird.
You're different.
Because after it puts a weird
Depends, man. 'cause I mean-
relationship to the relationship.
Yeah, right. The friendship becomes a bit weird. Yeah.
It
Wait,
does
anyway, I
look-
want to go back to the whole friend zone topic.
I want to go back to would you date your best friend?
No.
I want to go to that.
It's a genuine question.
It's a genuine question.
It's a genuine question.
I would want to be best friends with the person I'm dating.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
yeah.
I think, like I said earlier, the friend zone is simply a stage to get past. And I think if you get past that, right, and you're, let's say you're best friends and you start dating, I think that's where the best relationships form. Because you're already at a stage where you both know each other so well.
Nah.
And you're both on the same page about what you want.
But sometimes I feel like with friends, right? I think in certain girls' heads, it's very much like, yeah, we have like a strong emotional connection, but you could never imagine actually like physical stuff with them. So and yeah,
But do they feel that way?
I think it depends on the person, right? Depends on the
You
person.
never know, innit? You never know until you ask them the question.
But when it comes to relationships, I want my boyfriend to be my best friend. And
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very important to have a friendship.
Why can't I
with
be
your
your
boyfriend.
best friend?
Stop directing.
I'm joking. But anyways, all right. So my next question. Would you rather, it's a would you rather question. Would you rather date someone, would you rather date a complete stranger straight away? Or would you rather date someone who's been your best friend all your life? That's not directed. I'm asking you questions.
I'm gonna say best friend all my life.
Yeah, right. You're not going to date a random stranger. But imagine it's the
No,
person.
I mean,
I date random strangers all the time.
yeah.
What do you mean
What?
you've done it? Don't you start off as strangers?
Exactly.
That's a good... No. When I say...
I would date.
All right. Sorry, I've rephrased it wrong. Okay.
Fucking hell, man.
no.
These questions are done out,
No, it's going to be like something like, would you just go straight into a relationship with someone who you've just met
I wouldn't go straight to a relationship with anyone.
if you had to? That's like, those marriage shows where you just marry someone, blind dates, fuck, move on.
Next question.
They sound different in my head, okay?
Oh,
It's when they come out, they sound really different.
Something's going on in your head, bro.
No. You know what?
sounded-
Have you ever been in that situation where something just sounds better in your head and then you say it out loud, it just doesn't
make
come out
sense.
right?
How's America?
Fuck.
How's America?
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Where'd you go again? West Coast?
Yeah, we went West Coast, went California.
Did you experience like the Asian culture there?
Yeah, so we went to a club in K-Town, which
Yeah.
is kind of like an Asian clubbing event. So I would compare it to
Oh,
like
shit.
PK,
Okay,
but
yeah,
in
yeah.
California.
Is it funner?
It was
Funner? Is it more fun?
okay. The club was really small
Really?
compared to
Is
the
it?
clubs that we're used to in London. So it's one room only, and in the middle there's a massive bar, so you can really just walk around the room.
All right.
But I'm used to like in clubs in London, you have different rooms with different music, different people. It's just big, right?
Yeah.
Like that was so small, super
Yeah.
small club. Also, in California, by law, every clubbing event has to finish at 2 a.m.
Wow. That's
Was
earlier
it?
than us.
2 a.m. the lights are on.
So how about strip clubs then? Because they're 24/7, though.
I don't know about that actually.
Yeah. Interesting.
Maybe in Vegas.
I didn't know strip
yeah.
clubs were a big culture over there.
Yeah.
Are you
It's a
stupid?
but
Of course it is.
No, but it's like let's go to a strip club. It's like not. It's like if you would, if us for right now, we'll go to.
Four? Where the fuck is the fourth person?
Sorry.
Here.
Yeah. If we
Bob.
were to like go to, if we wanted to go out for like a bar, whatever, they would be like, oh, let's go strip club.
Over there, is it that
Yeah,
common?
Is that
yeah.
equipped? Like, let's go to the pub. Let's go strip club.
Maybe it's because they got $1 notes.
Yeah, they have one. It was
Over here, what
weird,
you did, you
yeah.
got pound coins.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
that hurt. That would actually hurt. Yeah.
Actually, did, man. I got bruises
Yeah,
over the
that
guts.
was fully hurt. I would say one thing I found that was really different was in California, when you go clubbing, from a girl's perspective, guys are so much more forward than guys here in London. Like they just go up to you and talk
American
to you.
boys.
Really?
Yeah, but in London, I feel like
There's a lot of
Yeah, people-
iffy moments, isn't
yeah.
it? Like, should I not?
yeah, like you kind of have to do eye contact for a long time.
There has to be a whole. They have to be sure that you're interested.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's
yeah.
American culture, though. Isn't
Americans
it?
just go up to you.
They're just so forward,
Yeah,
like brazy,
it's
like.
different. Yeah.
Damn, are we not brazy enough?
Nah, I think we're a lot more reserved.
Yeah.
I'm quite shocked about what you said about American clubbing events, though, because I genuinely thought I always had this impression that
They go crazy.
yeah, clubbing in America is crazy, like
Yeah.
crazy good compared to over here.
No.
But they're closing at 2 a.m.
2
They're
a.m.
smaller
Yeah.
venues.
So you
And-
say that, right?
Mhm.
Did you get hit on then?
Yeah, and I was surprised because it was like,
It's like, oh shit, here's my
Here's my number.
Here's my number.
no,
Yeah,
I
I
was
got
just,
business cards, bro. Hitch.
yeah. Add me on Instagram.
Yeah.
I was just very surprised by how forward they were because it was such a difference from London. I
Mm.
think people here are a bit more reserved, but in America, like, in California, I kid you not, like just make eye contact with someone and they come and speak to you.
Swear like that.
Really?
Swear down.
Nah, come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
that's a bit too
What
much.
about
No,
girls?
I'm telling you.
What about guys making?
So
eye
let's
contact
say
with
you're
girls?
drinking, yeah, and then you just shit, and then
Literally
like,
keep down his way. But I think mostly towards the
Oh.
end of the night, like when the lights are on. And maybe it's because like, they're trying to get girls home.
when the lights are on.
Like literally when everyone's leaving the club. That's when people start talking to each other.
Wow,
That's-
really?
I think that's normal out here as well, no? That's the same.
No, are you silly?
No, I think so.
I think people talk. Like there's conversation starting, but it isn't as like forward.
Okay.
This was very clear. Like, can I get your Instagram? Can I get your number? It was very like.
So there's a whole
You
breakdown
know what?
of
I
when
hear
you
that
should
all
do
the
it.
time, though. Oh, I wish I could get that girl's number at the
Sorry,
end of the
you-
night.
Sorry, what?
I hear that a lot.
Oh, I thought you meant you said it. I was like, what? You got a girl, bro?
Relax yourself, bro.
Yeah, no, I was bugging out for a
Yeah.
hot second.
Yeah.
So, all right, what is the best pickup line that's ever worked on you? Get a notepad.
How to get to clouds?
Best pickup line. There's not that many that have like, I remember. But one thing that people have said to me before, which genuinely leads to conversation, is like, oh, like, do I know you from somewhere? And then I usually will
Yeah,
think
your
that they know me
clouds.
from somewhere. I'm like, obviously, but no. No, but that one is not like, oh, it works because I think it's like smooth.
Yeah.
But that I genuinely believe that they've seen me somewhere, and then it will start a
Ah.
conversation.
Is it?
Really?
Yeah, I don't think like
Are
they're
you
lying.
that gullible? Like, really?
Yeah, that's
Maybe
gullible,
now,
man.
maybe
I
now.
would be like, get the fuck. Like,
If I saw
no,
that-
like, where have you gonna see me? Genuinely.
It depends when. I mean, if they said it to you now, then it's
Yeah.
believable because you have a big platform.
Okay, fine.
But back then, it'll be like, what the fuck?
No. Back then, when I was in uni, like I've had people say that to me, and I genuinely would believe them because like maybe they see me at a club.
And were any of them
Nah,
truthful? Were any
clowns,
of these?
man.
Were any of these?
Clowns, bro.
judging me.
Were any of these truthful?
I don't think so.
No, of course
Oh
not,
my
bro.
days.
But
I can't believe that even worked.
I didn't even know it was a pickup line.
Oh
I
my
thought
God.
people just ask
Is
like,
that really a pickup line?
Huh?
I don't know.
My
I'm
sister
not
told me
I'm
one
not
that
in
was
the
quite interesting, actually. So my sister got moved to on Depop.
Depop.
Yeah, she was.
What
They're
did she-
selling.
selling clothes.
Selling
Yeah,
clothes shit.
so basically, she got moved to on Depop. She's got a boyfriend, by the way, but she got moved to on Depop. She was like, but this was a very good line. Like,
What did she say?
I think they were talking about what she was selling, innit? And then he messaged her. He was like, what's it good? What was it? He started with something else before he said what I was about to say. He was like, wait, was it would make my day so good. No, he basically said he got her attention first. He said something like, I have something to tell you, or something like that. Actually, let me call her.
Brother,
Wait, let me call her real quick. I just want to ask her that line.
this
Call in.
guy, man.
Have you ever said any pickup lines, Kevin?
No, I'm terrible.
Have you heard any pickup lines?
Nah. Sounds
Wholesome
my
boy.
first
and only girlfriend.
Well, you knew this. Yeah, she
Yeah.
never picked
But
up.
then, like, did you not use any pickup lines on her?
No.
Nah.
No, it's
I
cute.
got it too easy. I can't lie to you.
That's
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to
Yeah.
you. They've actually got a romantic story.
I have a thing with that, actually.
Okay.
I, like, since a very young age, I always told myself I'm never marrying my first boyfriend.
Oh, the
Yeah.
fuck, man! Then your first boyfriend already lost.
Yeah. But I
How come though?
because there's this thing that I have in my head that I just feel like I need more experience to fully understand what I'm looking for. And I was just so scared to be in a relationship where I love this person, but I don't know if it's real love or if it's because it's the only person I've ever dated.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
point.
Yeah.
You want to get past that whole
Compare,
dilemma of
right?
first love. Like, you know how everyone says, the first
But what
love.
happens if
you
this
never-
guy makes you so happy
What
then?
dick interrupted
Sorry.
me.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, man, I was literally gonna ask a question.
Finish off, man.
No, I'm done. I forgot.
No, because obviously I've had this conversation as well with my girlfriend, and I was like, if I'm happy right now, then why would I go and meet someone else?
Yeah, that makes sense. I think
You know?
for me, it was like I
'Cause love
I
is-
needed to know.
You
And I
needed
was,
someone.
I think for me, I was willing to take the risk and find out whether or not that relationship was the one for me. And I think in the long term, like say I was married, I was 50 years old, I would have been happier had I actually tried someone else rather than think like, oh yeah, this was a person for me. Like I would always think, what if?
No, I get
it?
where you're coming from. Because
But you're let's say just you're content though. You're like really happy with this person, because you wouldn't know otherwise. That's the thing.
It's true. It's so difficult.
Yeah.
I think for me, it was just maybe there's also like a bit of like a gut feeling that you get in
Okay.
relationships,
That's
right?
fair.
But in my first relationship, I basically was like, I
Right,
would
you-
never marry my first boyfriend.
it's funny because that's usually the one people say you will never forget.
In your mind,
in
your first man, your
yeah.
first guy.
But you didn't
was
want to get
like-
locked into that kind of
Yeah.
stereotype or that idea.
Yeah,
So obviously, you'll go out there and explore and find the person who's right for you.
yeah. Because you might think, oh, this is the best relationship ever, but it's only because, at least for me, this is what it felt like. But it's like, how do I know? Like I've never been with someone else,
Yeah.
right? So then, like in my subsequent relationships that came after that, I actually learned different parts of myself that I didn't know, and I think that was really important for me.
Fair enough.
Do you think you're okay in terms of dating? Would you say you're too selective?
I don't think there's. What do you mean too selective?
Like you have too many criterias?
I don't think there's anything wrong with having too many criteria.
I know, but I'm saying, that's what, bro.
I'm answering your question.
I want to ask because obviously I'm asking Cloud. I'm asking you.
Sorry.
Fucking butcher my whole
Sorry,
question.
I'm gonna look
All right. In terms of dating, would you say you're overly critical about who you date? That's so much better. That sounded so much better.
I have a certain standard for myself.
Mhm.
I don't think it's unreasonable, but it is definitely difficult to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your general criteria?
It's not even that long, my list. It's just certain things are so specific.
Mhm.
Like I'm looking for like a spark, for example, right?
Mhm.
Which I can't
That makes sense.
define it, but it's so specific that not many people
No, you
actually-
don't need to define spark. Spark is
Right?
something that when you feel it, you feel it.
Yeah.
And everyone understands that simply by saying, look,
Yeah.
if I said, oh, I'm looking for a girl that I have a spark with, you can like, get the idea that I want a girl that I basically vibe with.
Mhm.
So I get that. What about the
Yeah.
rest?
Also, by the way, yeah, there's nothing wrong with being critical. But
No, I know.
Yeah.
Obviously,
you're
nowadays,
gonna spend the whole of your
Yeah,
life with this
do you know what I mean?
person.
Like,
Exactly.
if-
Spend your rest of your
yeah.
life with this person.
if you're serious about dating, then obviously, you need to have a criteria because this is the person you're going to spend every waking moment with in the future.
Yeah. I think if I was dating right now, I would say the things I'm looking for were if I was dating, I would be looking for, this is gonna sound so egotistical,
You say that, but then it turns out it's not.
but no, this is actually gonna sound really egotistical. I want someone that's exactly like me.
So you want the male version of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really, someone like you.
Someone similar. Or at least like I feel like I would like
She's
someone.
Cloud and she wants Chad.
Yeah. Or I want the opposite of me. No, me but in a
Just
man.
rain.
I think I would like someone who's, for example, grew up in a very similar upbringing,
Okay.
someone with a very similar mindset.
Yeah.
I would like someone who,
Speaks 4 languages.
yeah, not to that extent, not to that
I'm
extent.
joking.
At least Mandarin.
Yeah, I would like them to. I would like them to either speak Mandarin or be willing to learn Mandarin in the future, just to speak to my parents because
Oh,
that's
that's cute.
important.
Can't lie, Mandarin's long.
I think that's really
It's
cute. You know, I
difficult.
saw this couple where there was like it's an Asian girl, white guy, and the guy went through extreme efforts to learn Korean.
I saw that video.
And he
Ben.
surprised-
Yeah, he's like a gym guy.
I think so, and he
Yeah,
surprised his
yeah.
girlfriend and spoke Korean.
Yeah,
At the wedding.
I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that
How
video.
that is absolutely
It's
brilliant.
so cute. I think I
That is
cried
so
watching
romantic.
that. Yeah, that's
For
so
the camera,
romantic.
that's it, bro.
No.
It's
My
just
guy, you can see he put an effort to learn.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what?
he did classes. That's all.
You know what? Yeah, nah, man. Any guy that's willing to do that clearly loves his girl.
Yeah, I love that. That's really cute.
Yeah, he's not. There's no fetish. No fetish involved. That's just purely him showing absolute love
Yeah.
for his girl.
I love that video.
Beautiful. But
Yeah.
anyways, back to you.
No, yeah, but basically,
See, those are not. I don't think they're unfair.
right? It's
No, they're not.
unreasonable.
They're not.
There's
unfair.
some though that is like
There's some extremely unfair.
Yeah,
like,
I've heard people like
criteria
list
out
out things that are
Yeah,
like ridiculous.
yeah.
But for me, it's like I'm really, really selective. But like again, it's the things that I cannot compromise on.
there. Mm.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been an hour and a half.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been a good.
Double
I think it's been a good chat. Thank you for coming on.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes.
It's always fun.
I've been yours, Kevin,
And I'm Eric.
and
I'm
Clouds.
Clouds.
Thank you.